Welcome to DirectPadi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to list your first property on DirectPadi. Also, I'm going to show you how to verify your profile on DirectPadi so that when you list your property and when the tenant is trying to rent your property, they will see this landlord as, which is you, as a verified landlord on DirectPadi, so that it will give it an added trust in order for them to, trust the profile and then rent your property. Now, in order to do that, what you need to do first is you need to click on this button here to add your first property. You can click on this button here. You can click on this one, any of them. It will take you to the same place. Or you can go to this place where it says property, this property tabs here. You can click on it. When you click on it, you're going to see this page here. Now, when you list your property, all your properties will be displayed here. Now, in order to list the property, you just have to just click on any of them here. Now, when you click it, you're going to be taken to this page here. Now, on this page here, the first thing it's going to ask you is, what is the title of your property? Now, you can see an example here. You can see spacious 3-bedroom flat in Lekki Phase 1. So if your property has a name, or let's say, for example, your property is a 2-bedroom flat or whatever, you can just put the name. Let the name be, professional. Just put the name here. Now, the next thing there is the type of property. So if the property is a duplex, if it is a flat, office space, you can just pick anyone that applies to your property, because on DirectPadi, we don't just rent properties here. We also rent shops, office space, and so on and so forth, warehouses, you can see there. So in this case, I'm going to choose flat in this example here. So here, I'm going to put the title here. Then the next thing is the description. So you have to describe your property. So just write a good, catchy, and professional description about your property. You're the owner of the property, so you know your property very well. So describe it here. Here, I'm going to paste this description here. So if you look at the description here, you can see it is professional. So you just have to write a good description here about your property. Now, for the renter type, because we have two types of renter on DirectPadi. We have the long-term renter, as you can see here, for yearly and monthly rental, like leases. And then we have the short let. Short let is for daily bookings, for apartments that you want to be collecting the payments every single day. That is for short let here. So in this video today, you're going to focus on the long-term renter. But I'm going to create the part 2 of this video, which will focus on the short-term renters for landlords who has short lets that they want to, rent out. So I'm going to show you how to list your short let apartment on DirectPadi. But let's just focus on the long-term for now. So you leave it as long-term here if your property is, you rent it out every year. So you leave it as long-term here. Then you click on next. Now, when you click on next, this one you already know. You have to put the address, the state, and the local government that your property is. So you can just, for example, we have the 36 states in Nigeria here. If you select Abia, for an example, if you click on this place here, you can see all the local governments in Abia State. Same thing with Akwa Ibom here. You can see every single thing here. So in this case now, let's just choose Lagos for now. Then let's say I'll choose Ibejuleki for this example. Now for the neighborhood, you can say an example here. You can type it here. So for the address, the address of your property. You can also type it here. And also, if your property, there's a landmark around your property, you can also add it here. As you can see this example here, ShopRite, you can see Landmark Beach. So if there's a landmark around your property where people use it to, know where your property is, you can also add it here. Now, once you're done with this, you just click on next. Now here, you just have to enter the details about your property. So if it's for example, 2-bedroom, and the property has 3 bathrooms, and then you put the number of toilets there. This size here is optional, but you can also add it. So I recommend you add it if you know the size of the rooms of your property or the size of the apartment itself or the building itself. So you can just add it here. So in this example, let's say I'll just put 1,500. Now, is your property furnished or unfurnished? You have to select it here. So if it is unfurnished, you can just select this one here. Now, for the amenities, the amenities of your property. So if your property do have, 24 hours light, you can also select it here. if there's borehole water, you can select every single thing that applies to your property right here. So let me just select this for this example. I don't want this video to be very long. Now, for the property tags here, is your property a short let? In this example here, we're doing yearly rental. So you don't need to select the short let if you're listing a yearly rental property here. Is it student friendly? Like, is it around, university, polytechnic, and so on and so forth? So you can select anyone that apply. Is it a luxury apartment, newly built, service apartment? So you select all this information, all these tags that applies to your property. Now, on average in a day, how many hours do they have light in that property or that area? So you can also select this. I highly recommend you be sure about this when adding this, so that you don't go and list your property, and then when a tenant rents your property and they park in, and then they figure out that, oh, what you listed here is different from what they are seeing on ground. So you just have to select something you're sure of. Don't select something that you're not sure of here. Now, next thing, you click on next here. Now here, what you need to do is to enter your base rent. So in a year, how much do you charge for your apartment? In this case now, let's say, for example, you charge, let's say, 100,000 naira per month. So if you calculate that 100,000 naira per month, it is 1.2 million in a year. That is your base rent. Now, do you charge caution fee? How much is your caution fee? Let's say caution fee is 10% of the rent. So 10% will be 120,000. Now, for the service charge, how much is your service charge? You also put it here. I just want to use an example. Maybe it is 10%. So I'll type 120,000 here. For the advance payment, because DirectPadi, like the traditional kind of renting, users are required to pay this amount, like your rent upfront. Now, for the advance payment here, you select what is the duration of the kind of rent you want to collect. Is it 2 years? Is it 1 year? I highly recommend you choose 1 year. But if you choose 2 years, no problem. You can select that. But I highly recommend you choose 1 year. Now, you can see the calculation here. Your base rent is 1.2 million. Other fees, which includes caution fee and service charge, is you can see here 240, which is 120 plus 120. Now, on DirectPadi, because we encourage direct connection between the tenant and the landlord, eliminating the middleman called agent. Now, in this case, since there is no agent, you don't need to charge agency fee. That is the purpose of we creating DirectPadi, to eliminate agents, to make renting cheaper for the tenants, so that they can rent your property quickly and easily without even paying agent fee. That is why you can't see anywhere to put agency fee here. And also on DirectPadi, we do generate high quality tenancy agreement for our landlords. So since we're going to generate this tenancy agreement for you, you don't need to charge the tenant legal fee anymore, because we're already helping you to generate this agreement that protects your property and also protects the tenant. Now, once you do all this here, you can see how much the tenant is going to pay upfront. In this case here, well, at DirectPadi, we charge 3% as platform fee to the tenant, not you, the landlord. So you, as the landlord, when a tenant pays on DirectPadi, you're going to receive the complete 100%. In this example, you're going to receive 1,440,000 naira complete. You understand? So as at DirectPadi, we just charge 3% of the base rent. So we're going to charge 3% of this 1.2 million. In this example, the 3% will be just like 36,000 naira, compared to traditional agent that charges up to 10% or sometimes more than 10% on just connecting a tenant to a landlord. That is the purpose of we creating DirectPadi, to make it easier for the tenant themselves. Now, once you're done with all this here, you just click on next. Now, here, this is where you have to add the property images. I highly recommend you upload high quality images for your property. If you have a smartphone, an iPhone, or an Android phone, it is your property, it is your product. We highly recommend you snap high quality images of your property. If you don't know how to snap these images, maybe you can take your family member, or you can take a neighbor, or you can hire a good photographer to help you snap, present your property very well, because it is your product. So that is why we recommend you put high quality photos on DirectPadi for your property. To do that, you just have to click here. Now, once you click here, you're going to see the images on your device, maybe your smartphone or your laptop, whichever device you're using to upload this property, because DirectPadi is accessible both on mobile and desktop. Now, all you have to do is to select the first image maybe probably the outside of the building. You select it. Then once you select it, that will be the cover of the property. Then what you need to do next is to select the other images of the property. For example, the rooms, the bedrooms, and so on and so forth, the kitchen. So you select them and then you click on open. So it will upload it to DirectPadi here. Now, once you're done with this, next you see video walkthrough. We highly recommend, though it is optional, but we highly recommend that you do a video of your property. So you can just, it will take you less than 5 minutes to do a good quality video with your smartphone about your property, showing the, the features of the property, the bedroom, the parlor, the bedroom, the kitchen, the walkway, and so on and so forth of your property. So that when these tenants come to the page, like the property page of your property on DirectPadi, they'll be able to watch this video, see how your property is, and then make a decision on, do I want to contact this landlord? So if they see the property, they like what they see on the video, it will give them more, confidence to contact the landlord. And when they contact the landlord, it will be less stressful for you in terms of answering questions. So it will just be like a direct sale. So once they contact you, it's just like, oh, I want to check out this property. You schedule a time, they can check out the property. And then, you close that tenant. Instead of the tenant say, oh, I want to see the video, and you don't have the video, you have to call somebody to help you do the video, to send it to you, and you send it to the... So you can just do the video, have it on your phone, and then you can upload it to YouTube. So if you don't know how to upload it to YouTube, like if you're not that techy to upload it to YouTube, maybe you might have a family member. It will take them less than 1 minute or 2 minutes to upload this video for you on YouTube and send you the link so that you can paste it here. So it's as easy as that. So once you have the video, you just have to just paste it here. This is an example. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how this property looks after we publish this property. Now, once you're done with this, you click on next. Now, you're done with every single thing. So you can preview every single thing here. You can see the tenants and every single thing here. Then if you allow pets in your compound, you can select this. If you allow smoking, you select. If you don't allow this, you just need to leave it on check. And then you click on this, confirm to our terms and condition, and then click on submit for approval. So once you click on submit for approval, this is the next stage. Because the way we design the flow of landlord, onboarding is, we want you to upload your property first, then verify later. So now you finish uploading your property. As a new landlord on DirectPadi, this will only appear once. Once you finish the verification and your profile gets approved, if you're uploading your next property, you don't have to go through this landlord verification anymore. It won't show up again. So you have to just select this and upload it. So in this case here, you can upload your profile picture, or if you use Google to sign up, it will be there already. So you just have to you can leave it like this. But if you use the direct form to sign up, you don't have a profile photo already. So we highly recommend you select the photo and upload it. So you can just click on this place, then it will open your device. Then you find your photo and then you click on it and then you click on open. So it will upload it to DirectPadi. Now, the next step is to enter your name here. Then you enter your street here and every other information that is asking you here, because we want to be able to verify that you're a human and also you're a real person and not a robot trying to list a property on DirectPadi. Next, you have to put your next of kin here. So you need to have a contact person just in case we can't reach you. So we'll be able to reach, your next of kin. So you just have to put it here. Now, if you have any other information you would like to share with us, you can also type it here. Now, when I scroll up here, you can see we have two types of verification here. We have individual landlord, and then we have company/business. So if you're a landlord and your property is being managed by a property manager, you can select this place, or you're managing your property through your business. You can select this place here, enter your company name here. You can see DirectPadi Property Limited here. You see your address, every single thing you've typed there before, they will automatically populate here. So you can enter your office address here, every other information that is related to your office address there. Then your phone number, the landmark, any landmark that is close to it, and then the contact person, the full name of the contact person, and also, if you have a secretary or something like that, you can add it here, and then add the phone number there, so that if we can't reach you, we'll be able to call the person. Now, if you have any other information to share, you can also share it here. So I'll just leave it as individual here, and then click on next. Now, once you do this here, you need to verify your ID. So, what type of ID do you want to verify your profile with? We have different options here. You can verify with your name, your international passport, driver's license, or voter's card. In this case, let's say I go with international passport here. So, I type kind of a number here. That's my number, my passport number. Then I select the document. You have to select your passport document. Then I select it here. So you can see my passport there. Then the next step is you need to snap a selfie with your phone, a selfie of your current face with your phone so that we'll know that, oh, this is a real individual trying to sign up to DirectPadi so that we're able to verify your account very quickly. Now you click on this place here. If you snap the picture, you save it to your phone. And once you save it to your phone, then you can upload it to DirectPadi. So here, I'm going to select my photo here and then click on open. Now, once I do this, every information here would have been uploaded. Then click on next. So next here, you have to add your bank information so that you'll be able to receive your rental payout. So when a tenant pays via DirectPadi, you'll be able to receive your money. That is why you have to add your bank information here. So you just add your bank, yeah, then you add your account number here. So it must be a correct account number. So once you do this, then click on verify. Now, if your account number is correct and your bank is correct, it will show your name here. You can see my name here. This is my account number here. Then once you do this, you click on next. Now you can review every information you've uploaded so far. And then once everything is okay, you check this box and then you click on submit. So it will just take some time, but it will because it's trying to upload multiple files. So you just have to just wait for it. So once you finish submitting, what you need to do is you need to now click on this submit for approval the second time. Because that first time when you click on it, it shows up that verification, process. So after doing the verification and then you submit it, next thing you need to do is you need to submit for approval, which is the property which you just uploaded now. So click on this button. So once you click on the submit button, you get that notification here that the property has been submitted. As you can see here, verification in progress because you've submitted your verification now or your information to be verified. Now, normally it takes 24 to 48 hours maximum, but then we can verify it within 1 hour. So once you get verified, you get an email to notify you that your account has been verified. Now, if you go to this place here, properties here, you can see the property which you just uploaded here. Here, you can click this edit button here to manage your property, like to edit the property. If you want to edit the title, the type of property, the description, you want to edit the location, all these things here, if you want to edit them, maybe you made a mistake when you were trying to upload the property and you want to edit them, this is just how to do it. As you can see here, we just uploaded this property and this is a new account. As a new landlord, when you file for verification and your account is still pending verification, your property will be the status here will be pending. So it will only go active, like be live on the site as soon as we approve your verification. So right now it is pending. If you do any edit here, let me show you for example. Let's say I put 2 here. Let me just use this example for you. And then I click save here. So you're going to see this message I'm going to get. Now you can see you cannot make any changes while your account is still under review. So you just have to wait until your account gets verified. Once your account gets verified, just like I said, you get an email. Now, once you get that email, what you just have to do is to log in back to your account. You know how to log in. Go to the login page, enter your details. If you used Google to sign up for DirectPadi, what you just have to do on the login page is to click on sign in with Google so that you can log into your DirectPadi account using your Gmail. Now, if you use the manual form to sign up for DirectPadi, all you just have to do is to enter your email and then your password, and then you click on login. Now, once you log in, you'll be brought to this page here, the overview page. This is where you'll be brought to. Now, once you're here, you just have to just click on properties here. Now, like I said, you're going to receive an email to notify you that your account has been verified. So let me show you that email, how it looks like. Now, once you submit your information for verification, you get this one that your information has been submitted. Then once it gets approved, you're going to get this email. Congratulations, your account is verified. Now, once you see this email, like I said, log into your account. Now, once you've logged into your account, you're here on this properties page. what you have to do is to click on this edit button. Just click on it. Now, when you click on it, like I said before, your property will still be pending. When it is pending, the property is not live on DirectPadi. Now, to enable your property go live immediately on DirectPadi so that people can start renting that property, you just have to come to this page where you see listening status. Just click on it and then select this one called available. Now, when that property has been rented completely, like it is rented out, what you have to do is to select this one here, which is rented. And remember, anyone you select here, for example, if you want it to go live immediately on DirectPadi, you select available. Now, once you select available, make sure you click on this save changes. Now you see you've saved it. Now, once you save it like this, you see the status has changed to available. Now, if we go to DirectPadi, let me just go to the site so that you can we'll come back here. Let me just show you how the property looks like. So click on this here. Now, you can see it is now live on DirectPadi. Forget about the image that is just showing here. It was one of the image we were uploading there. It's like we didn't upload it very well. So this is it here. But if you see your property, if you check out your property is showing something like this here, because soon there will be thousands of property on DirectPadi. So if you see yours is showing something like this, don't worry about it. Just click on this place here. Now, once you click on this, you're going to be able to view that specific property which you just uploaded on DirectPadi. So this is just how it will look like. So let me just show you how to fix this here. You can see that your cover photo is not showing here, but every other photo is showing here. But let me just quickly show you this. You see your bedroom, all those information you added here. You can see every information is here. So you can see everything. You see that video I was talking about? This is why it's important. Because when a tenant is checking out the property, they're going to see this video here. That's why I say upload it to YouTube. So that when they play, they're going to see how the property looks like and watch it, have a kind of virtual tour before they even dream about contacting you. You can see every single thing here. You can see the breakdown now. This is what the tenants are going to see before they pay or they even contact you for that property, because I want everything to be 100% transparent to the tenant before renting the property. So here you can see the rent. It is 1.2 million. You see your caution fee 120, your service charge 120, and then our platform fee, which is DirectPadi, 36,000. So the total, this tenant, if somebody wants to rent this property, so the total they're going to pay is 1,476,000 naira. That is what they're going to pay. So you see, you're actually saving your tenant, your future tenant, 240,000 naira on this particular property. Because previously, if that they rented this property through a traditional agent, they're going to pay, including this one here, they're going to pay this 240,000. So you see how DirectPadi is saving your tenant, money and enabling that tenant to rent your property faster. So this is everything here. So let's just quickly fix this image. If you're trying to upload a property and let's say your plan mistakenly, one of the image get broken. So you just have to just click on this place here. Then you come back to your dashboard. Now, once you're in your dashboard, you just have to click on properties here. Now, once you click on that, you click on edit here. Then you go to photos and video. Now you can see that image that was broken. So you can just click on this place to delete it. Now, once you do that, then you can click on add photo. When you go to the folder where that photo is on your device, your smartphone or your PC, you just select it and then click on open so that it will upload it. Now you've uploaded it here. So this is the photo here. Now, once you do that, you just have to just click on save changes. So you see now the photo has been fixed. You can see. Also, one thing I also want to show you is, you see, one advantage of you listing your property on DirectPadi is you will be able to see analytics about your property, like how many people so far has checked out your property. So here, when I hover here, you can see here, we have 2 views so far because, we just checked out the property. When you click on this place here, though I'm going to do a separate video on how to, manage all these things. And here you can see if people start renting, you're going to see the total revenue, how many people have checked out the property. If you start getting applications from tenant, I'm going to show you how to approve application in the future video. But here you can see everything. There you can see your conversion rate and every other thing here. So you can just close it there. So you can see when we go to this property, you can click on this place here. This is just to share it. So let's say I click on this place here. Then this is the property. Now you see the image has been fixed. So you just click on this place. Now you can see how your property looks like. Now it looks more professional. You can see every single thing here. You can see it. So let me just show you how a tenant will see this property when they come to DirectPadi. Now, once a tenant comes to DirectPadi and they are checking out your property, they're going to see it like this. So you can see this is how it looks like for the tenant. Now you can see the button here. It says chat with landlord. So the tenant will be able to click on this button here to be able to chat with you immediately for your property. You can see when the tenant scrolls down, they're going to see that video so that you can also watch the video, to see how the property is before they even click this button to start chatting with you in order to rent your property. Also, quickly before we end this video, I also want to show you something here. When you update your property, for security reasons, we also send you, an email to notify you of the update. So here you can see here, you just got an email, it was pending before, so you updated it to available. So you can see here, so you're getting, real-time update about your property. Same thing with login. When you log in, you're going to also get a notification that new login. So this is for security purpose to help you manage your account very well. So in this video, you've learned how to list your first property. You've learned how to verify your account. You've also learned how to view your property, and then you've learned how to change the status of your property. You've also learned how to correct an image upload. Like if you upload a broken image, you've also learned how to correct it. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to upload your first shortlet. So for landlords who have shortlets that they want to upload, those daily renter kind of Airbnb style. So I'm going to show you in the next video how to upload those types of properties. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.